You are now watching your mans in them live.
You are now rocking with your mans in them.
Now, you were saying there's certain things you want to kind of talk about, you focus on during the podcast. But what specifically, one of them that piques my interest is, marijuana.
Sure.
Let's talk about marijuana.
All right.
It's legal now.
The marijuana.
We smell it everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. So the way this goes is like this is how I started in this field. Basically, everyone here is aware of the opiate epidemic, right? We got over 100,000 deaths going on in this country due to overdose, right?
Absolutely.
And there's a reality that you can blame big pharma, you can blame healthcare, but you got to take personal responsibility too.
Right.
So now what we talk about is harm reduction, right? This might not be that kosher to say, but at the end of the day, I'd rather prescribe 5 joints than 5 Percocets, right? But cannabis is a drug like anything else. Caffeine is a drug. Alcohol is a drug. So I want to respect it, and I want to talk about it here today. Because while cannabis is effective for a lot of things, it is not the same grass that our parents used to smoke, right? The shit that you find in other places, that was like 3%, 4% THC. Now the THC, that's the active ingredient, the stuff that makes you get high, is about 34%, 35%. It's so much stronger. It impacts people in a completely different way. And so I want to respect it because I smell it everywhere. I work out here in Brooklyn, and we see it like the edibles, the gummies. It's too strong. It's too strong, and people going a little crazy from it. And so that's what I want to talk about.
I ain't gonna lie. When the minute it was legalized, the smell was crazy. Everybody smoking. And I'm gonna say this. You agree with me?
Yeah, I got you.
It don't smell the same. We used to smell different when I was growing up back in the day. We used to smell way different from where it smells now. Am I alone in this or
No, hell no, man.
It smells weird now.
Right.
Because isn't it like different strains and shit? Like they mixing it up and
No, it's people with
putting
white
all
coats
types of
doing
shit
it in
in
labs, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
this is a
yeah.
problem. So like even that, right? So cannabis, right? Effective for a lot of reasons, right? You can use it for glaucoma, you use it for back pain, there's nerve pain. And when you got that when you're taking chemotherapy, it's so good to help you get that appetite so you can eat and be healthy, right? But at the same time, I'll tell you this, and we see this, and this is some crazy stuff, and I really wanted to talk about it. There's something called cyclic vomiting syndrome, right? What it basically is that people are smoking, the daily smokers, the ones that are hitting it every day because you can buy it everywhere, right? You can get it delivered to your house faster than food, right? Pizza Hut's waiting outside the door, and the weed guy's there first. And so the reality is these guys are coming into ED all across the country, and they're just retching, vomiting and retching. I'm not trying to get too nasty about it, but it's to a point where it's too much. And there's literally only basically 2 medicines that work. The normal nausea medicine doesn't work anymore. I have to give them antipsychotic medicine to get them to stop vomiting. What? No jokes. No joke. Antipsychotic vomiting to the point where they can vomit so hard they start ripping their throat.
what the fuck?
No joke. So that's what it is. I want, when we talk about it, I want to talk about responsibility. There is utility for it. I'm not going to say it's legal for a reason. There's medical utility in it, right?
Wait, so you're saying the only medicine is either medical marijuana or that psychedelic?
No. What I'm saying is that when people are vomiting so hard because they smoke so much, the only way I can stop them, because listen, they come to me. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're drunk. I don't care if you're overdosing on heroin. I don't care what it is. My job is to help you, stop you from retching so you don't rip your throat, stop you from overdosing so you keep breathing from, heroin or whatever it might be. The only medicine that works for cannabis people, it's not an overdose. I'm not talking about a cannabis overdose. It's really hard to overdose on cannabis. You'll pass out before anything bad will happen here.
Right.
What we're talking about is the only way I can stop these people from vomiting is antipsychotic medicine. And I'm shooting it into their muscle.
Wow.
Because it's too strong. It's not 3%, it's 35%. It's made in a lab. Edibles, right?
It's that new shit.
I think
It smells weird, right?
Yeah.
Talk about a gummy bear. 100 milligrams in a gummy bear, man.
I think it's a cultural thing. I think these days now the culture behind it is get as high as possible, get as drunk as possible.
Yeah.
I took a trip and I was in Aruba and they made us drinks and I was like, I don't taste alcohol. And the guy looked like there's a lot of alcohol in there. So it's like, damn, it's like I'm accustomed to a strong alcoholic drink.
Right.
Whereas it's like that's a cultural thing. That's like here. So it's like when you see gummies and you see all these milligrams, they advertise like 30, 50, 100. Like it's advertised because it's like it grabs you and it's like, oh, it's strong. I'm gonna get high as fuck.
Right.
I
want to escape reality for as long as possible.
We the only ones that wear the crown. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them. It's your mans in them.